Morning. All right. Oh, actually, I need. Hold on. Do that. Boom. All right. Hello, hello. I reinstalled the game yesterday. Oh, did I do this? That's even good. Good enough. Yes, I reinstalled the game yesterday. So I am now doing runs again. I hate it here. Yeah, I mean, we'll see about. So, okay, my plan is basically going to be the same as my plan was at the end of the Blitz, which is if I'm on like a excellent run with a good Sobble, I will do don't get. Otherwise, I'll go for the XL. But when I'm saying excellent, I mean like plus special attack and 0 things have gone wrong. So we'll see if it happens. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I was setting up my turbo buttons. And I accidentally closed the game. But yeah, I've got my 2 sets of splits open. It should be on don't get right now. How do I feel about my Blitz results? I am overall happy with them. I think until head bobs run. So actually, a couple of funny things I think about the results. Until head bobs run, I was top half in both categories, which I think was good. I ended top half overall, which I think is right about where I wanted to be. But I realized in the last like hour of me doing runs that I did not like the ranking system, and it had nothing to do with where I placed necessarily, and had everything to do with the fact that when Iron finished his run, it knocked Dynam from ahead of me to behind me. And the fact that somebody else's run could influence 2 other people's ranks independent of theirs didn't seem correct. So I think that's like a little bit of a flaw, but that being said, like I said, I am overall happy. I had the best time of people who did not get an XL, which I think is good. Makes me feel like if I got an XL, I would be up there as well. Maybe not a 119. Probably not 119, but like I could have been top 3 or 4 there. And then like my don't get time, I'm happy with how fast I got. But because of the format, I never got a chance to improve it. Like I wish I had the opportunity to improve it without sacrificing my time for get Urshifu, if that makes sense. Like it was really unfortunate that I just had to tunnel vision get Urshifu for the last 14, 15 hours of me running to place well. Oh, no, you can... I mean, Zypodic got a... Well, yeah. Compared to the 3 minutes, yeah, exactly. But, like, Zypodic got a run that's almost 60 seconds faster than mine. It was, like, what, 45 seconds faster? So, like, it's definitely possible to save close to a minute. Off to a great start with options. Oh, boy. Just gonna take runs for now. Merry Christmas, Megapixel. Well, a day early, but it still counts. Yeah. And the funny part was it, like, slotted between myself and Amber, which was already a 2-second gap. Yeah, like that, like I said, that rank thing was like the only gripe I really had with it. I'm not sure how Dynam and I should have been placed relative to each other, but the fact that Iron's run changed it was weird. Hey Dynam, thanks for the good luck. It also felt weird before Amber got their XL run. It also felt kind of weird that, like, anytime someone got a don't get run, I was, like, hoping they would get the 11-13 to not beat me, but beat Amber in don't get, because we were tied on rank points, and they had like over a minute better overall time. So that was another thing that felt weird. It was like, oh, if someone cuts between us, they break the tie in my favor. But likewise, if they cut between us in get Urshifu, then they break the tie in the other way, and that's bad. Also, chat, if somebody could do me a favor real quick. You don't have to stay over there, but today I am live on both Twitch and YouTube for the first time. And I want to make sure everything over there sounds good, because I just remembered that I do something weird with my audio tracks, and it works for Twitch, but I've never tested it on YouTube. So I just want to make sure everything sounds the same over there as it does over here. I can agree with that, Spider. YouTube is ahead. What's up, Twitch losers? You're in the past. It's fine? Okay, thank you. Yeah, what I do, and I do this for like this grand plan I have or something of like actually making edited YouTube videos and stuff, is I have, so OBS Studio lets you record on 6 different audio tracks. And so what I have is I have audio track 1 is everything. It's everything mixed. It's what gets streamed out. Audio track 2 is just game audio. So that way, if, you know, for some reason I want only game audio for something, I can do that. This was actually really convenient when I was doing Scarlet Violet runs, because what I would do is, rather than taking the mixed audio for uploading to YouTube, I would unmix it all. So like track 2 is game audio, track 3 is my microphone, track 4 would be like alerts or something. I don't know. Exactly, Ed Sheeran. So what I would do is I would have the entire stream, or when I uploaded the YouTube videos, I would have it like unmixed for the entire time so I could mute just the credits. And that way on stream we could hear the song. This was like the first week when the song was new. After that I didn't care, but and then I would just mute it in Premiere, and it worked out really well. I don't have my yeah. But because of that, whenever I do have like a YouTube video, like a PB or something that I need to upload, I actually have to go into Premiere and remove all of the audio tracks, because they'll get all like synced into one, and so you'll hear double of every. It's like really strange. But I wasn't sure if the single audio track thing was a thing just for Twitch or if it also worked on YouTube. Thank you for the good luck, Samuel. The other thing I realized about Blitz was my strategy was... I figured out, I think, the optimal strategy for what I was trying to accomplish very late into day 2. Like, I'm talking with like 2 hours left. And that was... I should have taken any non-special attack Sobble. Once I was going for Get Urshifu runs exclusively with the XL candy, I should have been taking every non-special attack, non-minus special attack Sobble. Because getting the XL was the most important thing. In fact, it kind of got like a little bit worse. Morning, Mike. I was legitimately thinking of the same thing that you posted, by the way. But yeah, it's like as long as I finished an XL run, my overall time would go down. And at the time, I could have beaten Amber in Get Urshifu with like any XL run. It didn't really have to be a good one. Once Amber got theirs, it became I had to beat spiders to improve my rank at all, which getting a 120 with a bad Sobble would be harder, but still possible, I think. But yeah, I was thinking about it, Mike, because there was a while. So the way that we did the rankings was like similar to the way the Donk Rando tournament does it, and it was basically overall rank. So it was or combined rank rather. So because I got 4th and 6th, my combined rank was 10, and that got compared to everyone else's combined ranks. There was a time. So the joke I always had with the Donk tournament stuff was I got 10th in like every freaking race, and I somehow ended up 15th in the seeding. And it was a similar thing there. I was in 6th place overall with a 4th in one category and a 5th in the other. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. Oh, I just realized my hotkeys for this are different. Hold on. Where's the settings button? There we go. Settings, hotkeys. Oh, it's the same. Okay, we're good. Yeah. I don't think I actually got the I don't think I did the nickname one, right? That was weird. I can't believe Headbob and Zypotic tied. Like, that's absurd. That they got not just the same rank points, but the same combined time. Also, 1 second. Alright. I realized I'd left my door open. So I was asking Jess if it bothered her. Did you see the end of my final run? If anyone didn't see the end of my final run, you should go back in the VOD, because it's one of my peak moments as a speedrunner. I did actually reinstall the game, yes. I downloaded it yesterday. Wait, I don't think I'm on... Hold on. Hold on, chat. I don't think I'm on system. I'm not on system. God dang it. I should have checked this before. Move to system memory. You, go. So how's everyone doing? It's not going to take 28 minutes. There's no way. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, no. In the end, Barrier Blitz was fun. I am glad. I don't think I would have done these categories in any serious capacity, without being forced to. Obviously I had a choice to not, but yeah, these categories are fun. Hello, Vontra Ice. Welcome in. Thank you for the good luck, Andy. I do apologize for this. I should have done this before. Yeah, overall, I got 4th place in Don't Get Urshifu with a 1:11:12. Good enough for 2nd place before the event started, which I think is pretty cool. Yes, I definitely was doing that. And then Don't Get Urshifu, or Get Urshifu rather, I got the 1:23:06, which was the best time of people who did not get the XL. Technically, Amber had a better time without the XL. But A, they ended up getting an XL in the end, and B, they actually got 2 larges. So so it's not exactly a fair comparison, but it was yeah, I think overall I did I'm happy that I did not embarrass myself. I went into this, like, both of my first runs, my first Get Urshifu run that finished and my first Don't Get Urshifu run that finished, I got to the tower section. So, okay, let me back up for a second. So my prep for the event was get through Clara 3, because I knew get through Clara 3 was like the same in both categories. So I was like, this is like 80% of what I have to like practice. So let me get through Clara 3. I set up a save file after Clara 3 that could do either. Like I farmed the XL. I just kept date skipping until I got an XL. I got a large. And so like I was ready to go with both. And I just didn't touch the save file. After I created it, I like left for dinner and I never came back. So I never did the tower. For either category before the event. So I get to the tower on my first don't get run. And I'm like, sorry. Apparently the door being open was too loud. Yeah. So I got to the tower and I saw all those charts. And I'm like, ah, shit. I've only been tracking my special attack. I did not know my defense at all. And I ended up figuring it out. Got through the tower. It was fine. Make the exact same mistake going into Get Urshifu. My first Get Urshifu run. I make it to the tower and I'm like, crap. I don't know what I'm doing here at all. And Get Urshifu with the L candy, the Get Urshifu tower is like not like confusing or not even, I wouldn't even say complicated, but like we use the optimal strategies use reversal, which if you know anything about reversal, it has like variable power based on how much HP you have remaining. And it's the percentage of HP. It's not like if you have less than 10 HP, it's like if you have less than 10% HP. And so like there's a lot of math and stuff you have to do. And so I got there and got really overwhelmed, but like I got through it. And then the second time through, I had like a better run with the L candy again, and it went very well. And then yeah, so like I said, I feel like I got very comfortable with the categories pretty fast. After my first, I completed 6 runs total, I think 5 or 6. And I actually no, I can see. I completed 5 runs total. I completed 3 don't get runs and 2 get runs. And I feel vastly more comfortable with the categories now than I was. To the point where I'm just doing this for fun today. My day 2 stats were brutal. Did I put them? I put them in the chat, not in the Discord. I did 31 attempts. So over the course of both days, I did 51 total attempts, okay? I did 31 of them on day 2. 12 runs made it to Crown Tundra. Of the 31 runs, 19 somehow died before Crown Tundra, whether it be bad Sobble, bad experience on Route 2, which I was taking anything by the end. So, like, if that tells you something. I don't think I had any Slowpoke breakout resets. I did forget to catch Choodle once, and so I went to the wild area and tried to YOLO Ball an Electrike, and it broke out, so I gave up. But yeah, so 12 runs made it to Crown Tundra. 1 run the entire day made it to Isle of Armor. And that was with an L candy that I took and got my PB with. Like, it was a brutal day of resets. And then, yeah, by the end of it, I was taking, like, I wasn't taking any Sobble. I was taking any non-minus special attack Sobble. And, just trying to scrounge anything up. I missed the date rollover so many times because I was just like, I need to try for an XL. It's better than wasting 30 minutes. That one run where I forgot the Choodle felt so bad because I literally wasted 30 minutes of my time. And it was one of my last runs, too. I just wasted 30 minutes not getting it. Yeah, I think there's something cool about it being 24 total hours. So I don't know if I would want to change that. But 12-hour days is rough. It'd almost be like if we could do 3 8-hour days or something, or 4 6-hour days would be better. Yeah, I was debating Spider, just going for the Slowpoke. I opted against it, but I probably should have. They probably just had a higher chance of succeeding than what I was trying. But yeah, doing this again made me really want to do it in Let's Go again. Although there was something really nice about the successful runs only being like 90 minutes or less. Like doing that again with 3-hour runs feels bad. I don't know why. And yes, I agree, Sheep. That was something I was gonna bring up in we had a feedback form put together by Jordan in the past and Thais over the last day. I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring up the rank point thing. I was gonna bring that up. I do like the rank point thing is unfortunate because I really liked the idea of having multiple categories. Like the fact that we had I think a cool thing to do would be we had to figure out the starter stuff, but a cool thing to do would be a barrier blitz of the 3 Scarlet Violet single stories. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I don't want anything I say to be like, oh, we should have done better. It's more like everything is hindsight. The turnaround for this event was incredible. And the fact that the biggest issues we had were like some slight confusion around like breaks, and then Fury's internet went down like 3 or 4 times. Like that's like all we really had for issues. But yeah, I think like a blitz of the 3 single story categories in Scarlet Violet would be kind of cool. The fact that people can choose to do different runs. But yeah, the single category blitzes are fun, but a 3+ hour category makes it less exciting. But I think overall it was a success. I think it was one of my favorite PSR events to be a part of. And at this point, I've been a part of a lot on both sides of the coin. Because like I said, the fact that like the biggest issue we had was Fury's internet, I think says a lot. Yeah. I actually forgot about that. Zypodic's computer just dying. Luckily, he was able to get like solid times. I mean, he freaking won. But luckily, he was able to get solid times the way he did because he essentially lost 2 hours. 9:44. Nah, my plan today is to do about 3 hours of attempts, and then whatever run I'm on will be it. I wanted to stream today. I wanted to stream yesterday, but Callie had a vet appointment. And everything is good. The vet said she was a beacon of health. Yeah, because anyone who knows anything about Callie's health this past year, it's been a trek, but she is officially 0 medications, living the dream. No dietary restrictions. We're keeping her on a diabetic dry food, because she likes it more than anything. So that's a little bit of a expense, but it's really not too bad. Lenny, happy early Christmas to you as well. And also happy early Hanukkah to anyone as well, because I believe tomorrow is the first night of Hanukkah. Gotcha. So first night, I guess, would be more correct. Oh, I have text from Jess. Oh, never mind. That's runnable. All right. We'll take that. Hop 1. Everyone give it up for Hop 1. Dude, the amount of stat screenshots I have in my BB Blitz recording folder is absurd. I didn't delete any of them. Lenny, thank you for the 100 bits. Greatly appreciated. I need to move this over here. I have my the monitors I'm using for everything is the exact opposite of what I was doing for Blitz, because I like having chat over here, because that way it looks like I'm looking at the camera, kind of. But over the weekend I had like my notes and IV Calc and everything on this side instead. So yeah, by the end I was only caring about special attack, because I was like, because like defense only really matters for don't get, right? Because of the tower. And once I was committed to only doing get runs, it was like, I do not care. I can see one stat at a time, no problem, as long as I'm paying attention. Which, if I'm not paying attention, I'm not getting a screenshot either. So. Classic. All right, let's see. Let's make this smaller. Scroll all the way down. Grab this. All right, so we have 10, 10, 14, 8. All right, we are Rash. 12. And then +1, +1, +2. +1, +2. And then at level 7, we had +1, +1, +1, +0, +1. All right. This is like a Sobble any percent route. Sobble. We are Rash, 27 plus IV special attack, 10 to 17 speed. And I'm going to waste it on not getting an XL candy. Who's excited? This is a Sobble. If I get like a 2 catch everything first ball section here, I do this for don't get 100%. But because I will get breakouts and I will get a level 3 Squovit, I will probably be doing get runs. Morning, Sarah. So thank you for the good luck, Aiden. I have to look at 2 chats now. This is wild. Hey, Crow. Glad to hear it. I'm glad you found Pokemon speedrunning and are enjoying it. A beanie like that? I actually did just buy... I bought the Pokemon Center website has a Gengar beanie that I bought. Because I'm live on YouTube now. And there's probably resources to combine the chats. But this is like literally the first time I'm doing it, so. I just haven't figured it all out yet. Cool Pikachu getting eaten by Gengar. Level 5, alright. We love a good level 5. Lulu. I do like that by the end of Barrier Blitz, all the runners agreed that level 4 Wooloo was a scam. If this is a 3, I run away and grab the other one. Jordan, that was me until fairly recently. Your don't get PB is without candies, right? No kidding, Spider. Also, why do I have 22 special attack already? No, so I don't have chat on stream for speedruns. I have the chat on stream typically for... Wait, why don't I have chat on stream? I had a reason. I don't remember what it is anymore. I might add it back. But if I add it back, I'll have the two. Because you're not supposed to combine them. Combining them is a big no-no. Sheep, if you would like to, and if you know how to make you a mod, sure. I was thinking it wouldn't be active enough to need mods. Alright, let's see. If I click on your name, add as moderator. I'll make you a managing one. I don't know what the differences are. Can change chat modes in live. Alright, yeah, so, sure. Good enough. Gotcha. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do this all the time. I know at the very least I would only do it for Pokemon stuff. Anytime I've put anything not Pokemon on YouTube, it's not done well at all. So I just wouldn't want to clutter it, but I figured I'd give it a try. I've honestly been meaning to try it for a very long time, but because I've been doing a lot of donks instead of Pokemon, it just hasn't been on the mind. Not for me, no. Yeah, I think it's just because it's different than my normal stuff. I'm just gonna go around this way. Quick question, is the Candy Floss route still viable for new players? Absolutely. Candy Floss is not only a very, very approachable run, but it's actually currently the fastest way to beat the game without using DLC. So it is definitely highly recommended if you're trying to learn the game. I know I did not die to Benjamin at all. I came very close once. I was a quick attack away. But I did not end up having it happen. And yes, the music in this game is very good. But yeah, Crow, I would say Candy Floss is definitely up there. Both, like, the other... So there's 3 main routes for any percent in this game. There is Just Use Sobble, which is... It is a good route. It is obviously very fast. But it is kind of dangerous. There's a lot of stuff that is, like, very easy to kill you. Like, to put into perspective how dangerous it is, in a lot of categories in Gen 8 and 9, we utilize vitamins. So we'll go to, like, a vitamin store and buy, like, 10 proteins, pump them into our starter or whatever Pokemon we're using. And now we've got, like, a bunch of attack EVs, and so our attack goes up, right? Or we do Carbos or Calciums. The Sobble route grabs irons. Irons boost your defense. If that tells you anything about the route, I mean, there's that. The other main route that's not Candy Floss is the Arcadrill route, is what it's called, where you, that's the one you've probably seen me do the most, which is you use Arcanine for the first 5 gyms, and then you switch to using Excadrill. That one is kind of similar to Sobble in that, like, it is kind of dangerous in spots. It has a major reset point, like 2 hours and 15 minutes in. So it is on the rough side. Ben, thank you for the 23 months. Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. We, our Christmas plans do not go into effect until Saturday. But, obviously, I have the day off today and the day off tomorrow. Yeah, the Drillbur catch is unnecessarily difficult. Yeah, my end of year schedule this year is kind of odd. I ran into... Nice. Fury, thank you for the 3 months. Happy holidays to you as well. My end of the year is interesting. So we gain paid time off monthly, and rather than it ever expiring, it's more like we have a cap of how much we can have banked. And so I actually ran into the cap at the end of October and didn't realize it. So I had to take 3 days in November to not hit the cap. I have to take another 3 days this month, and then next month is AGDQ, plus Jess and I are going to Florida later in the month. So, like, I won't have to worry about this for a while. But I had yesterday off. I am taking... I had Friday off before the weekend. I took yesterday off, and I've got next Monday off. Also, wait, hold on, everyone. Everyone calm down. Sheep, thank you for the 76-month tier 2. Jumping aboard the train, absolutely. Sarah with the 100 bits, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Valorant, for giving a gift sub. And thank you, Code, for giving 5. Why did Valorant give me a gift sub? Is there like a weird, like, give gift subs, Twitch gives more, but it's Valorant this time? Interesting. Well, thank you all so very much. Hope you all have a lovely holiday. I like to think somebody on the Valorant account is watching, and it was actually a coincidence that they gave it the same time. That's the canon I'm going for. Nickit, what are you doing? Damn, 2 smelly Nickets on the way back. Valorant's on people's gift sub leaderboards. That is actually funny, yeah. What's the objective of this speedrun? Excellent question. So this run, there are 2 things we might do depending on how our slowpoke catch goes. But we need to get to the Isle of Armor. And then once we're at the Isle of Armor, we're going to do the entire Isle of Armor story. And depending on how things go, we are either going to get Urshifu, which involves befriending Cubfu and climbing the tower with just the Cubfu, or we are going to don't get Urshifu, which involves releasing Urshifu, or Cubfu rather, and then the game is like, you kind of suck, but we're going to let you progress in the story anyways, and then you can climb the tower with your team. And so we're going to be using Sobble for that. The difference in the runs is about 10 minutes. It's about 10 minutes longer to get Urshifu versus not. But a lot of it comes down to what happens in the Crown Tundra, which is, you might think is interesting, because I just said we have to do the Isle of Armor story. Why the heck are we going to the Crown Tundra? And the reason is because there are a bunch of static and random experience candies on the ground. And so we will essentially do our candy gamba and figure out what we're doing from there. Before we get there, we have to catch Slowpoke. And Slowpoke is a 56, 59. I saw a bunch of numbers floating around. I don't know which one. Less than 60% chance to be caught in a single ball. So we're going to have to battle that before we get there. And that's coming up in like a minute. Not even. Am I getting Suicune? No, we will not be doing the Dynamax Adventures. It is not worth it enough in this category. This category is only about an hour. So the splits that you're looking at on stream, I actually have a second live split open. The splits you're looking at on stream that have the end time at 1:23, that's the get Urshifu time. So yeah, this time and Sobble are very good. So if my Slowpoke catch goes well and I get the right candies to do don't get Urshifu, that is what I will be doing. But if this catch takes like 3 or 4 balls, or I don't get the candies I need, then we will be doing a candy check to see if we get the XL candy. Still can't believe BB was a tie. Yes, same. I did account for it in the spreadsheet that we made. It was accounted for. I gotta hype my heart emote. Choo choo. Nice. All right, that is excellent. So if I get double M's, I'm doing don't get. Straight up. Looking like a D-Max skip kind of run. We'll see about that. All right, so we can see both. I'm gonna leave it on don't get for now, and we'll see what happens with the candies. Switching my window capture on the fly is terrifying because I'm like, they shouldn't put shit like my browsers in here. Not that I have anything bad on them. It's just like, it's weird. Clone the scene. Yeah, the way I did it, I had a Stream Deck button that would hide a source and show a source at the same time. That's what I was doing for the barrier blitz. I just need to set it up on this OBS as well. Also, for anyone who was watching Barrier Blitz and every time we were like, oh, we missed rollover, in order for me to hit rollover, my peony split has to be a 34 flat. And this one's a little bit better. In fact, without... I waste 0 time by going to get the other M candy instead of waiting and doing camp. Because going to get the other M candy is about 45 seconds. Alright, I waste like 10 seconds by doing that, but... Alright, so this one is always an M. And this one is 59% to be another M. If we get a second M here, then we immediately turn around and go to... Alright, we're doing don't get. Easy enough. Oh, whatever. I went too far. Alright. Exit this. Save my splits. Alright, we can still see them. We're good. Alright, that was a little bit sloppy getting back to Isle of Armor, but... I did see that, Spider. I wasn't in the voice call. I was in the voice call all day, but I was deafened. Listen, I was in a bad mood. But yeah, I did notice that. That was really unfortunate. Also, I had a really hard time typing anything in the chat during the tournament because Sandy made me buy one of these fancy split keyboards. And it's just a lot harder to type with one hand on a split keyboard. It's a very nice keyboard. I really enjoy it. It's just, it is objectively difficult for me to type. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a split keyboard. It also, I got the label-less version, so I also don't have, there's just like a dash on every key. There's no letters, so it is aesthetically pleasing as well. All right, let me get the don't get notes up. I pretty much know these by heart now, except for like damage rolls. Which I should be going for pretty much every range here because of how good this salvo is. My defense is not very narrowed down though. I did kind of mess that up. Yeah, that was actually when I was sharing it with Jess. She had a similar, she was like, this feels less natural. And I'm like, it's probably just because she's a fairly small woman. So that is my guess as well. It does feel good for me, though. The problem I have is I am not the most correct typer. So there are a lot of habits I need to break in order to use it efficiently. And the other thing is I haven't even tried to code on it yet. But the symbols and stuff are in different places. Like, you can use it in a different way. And so I just need to figure that out as well. I'm just trying to get down normal typing still. Also, thank you, Sheep, for shilling my Discord in the YouTube chat. You gotta be joking. That's bullshit. That one is bullshit. That's actually really frustrating. Yeah, I mean, the thing, like, so, the way that I type, I wish I, like, had, like, a setup where I could have, like, a camera that points down so you all could see me type. I use these 3 fingers on my right hand, and I use a single finger on my left hand, and I can probably peak around 95 words per minute. Like, I can be very fast with the bad method I have. Which is why I've never felt like if I was like a point and peck typer averaging like 45 words per minute, then sure. I should have learned a long time ago. But I am like obviously not as efficient as I could be, right? I'm not at like 140 words per minute by any means. But like 90, 95 is fast enough for everything I do. But if I go to a non-standard keyboard like this, it becomes worse. All right, save me from the Aber encounter by giving me no fake out. Oh wait, Jess texted me. I forgot to text back. Dude, never lucky. So we're trying to decide what we're gonna bring for Christmas, in terms of like food. And so Jess gave me like 4 options, and then asked me to pick, and so I picked one, and she put in big capital letters, "Good choice." I think I got it. Oh, also, I don't know if I ever shared with my Discord or anything, and I haven't streamed since then. But my sister, a week ago today, had her baby. So I became an uncle yet again. Thank you, thank you. We had to get her car from the hospital on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday night. So we went over and stayed for a bit and saw him, but it was yeah, it's pretty exciting. So it's like right before the holidays, which is really cool. Of course, we did have to figure out what to buy a 2-week-old for Christmas, but a week and a half old, actually, by the time we get there. Yeah, she was actually due closer to Christmas. So it would have been even worse. But yeah, they are both doing well. They are definitely doing well. Yeah, for sure. I saw you, Boof. Honestly, my special attack is good enough. I wonder if I should just not teach Muddy Water early and just go for the KO on each one. Because if I just roll a minus special defense, or like especially after the level up. Yeah, we did get my sister like a little mini gift bag of mom's stuff. Like we already gave it to her. It's not her Christmas gift, so if she happens to show up, it does not spoil anything. Like that. Don't need Muddy Water. I think even getting one of those makes this worth it. But yeah, I do know last year I got one of my nephews a Rubik's Cube. And this year I have to bring one of mine so I can teach him how to solve it. Cramorant's good, right? Aerocuda's better. That's not Aerocuda. What am I talking about? How do you get Cram? Do you have to, like, do that and then you have to do that? Okay. I've never had a Cramorant, so I didn't know. Well, that's unfortunate, but... Still gonna save time over PB, but not as much as I could have. I've never had the Aerocuda stop. But it's good to know that it can happen. Oh, is it possible to teach TRs from the held item menu in this game? I know it is in some games. I don't remember if this is one of them. I'll give it a try. Why not? Damn, I'm annoyed by that. Not knowing the Cramorant thing. Also thinking the Corphish was a Aerocuda. That was bad. Morning, Sandy. I'm kind of sad that this run has such a good Sobble. Because I feel like I'm wasting it because I'm not playing well. What is my cursor on? My cursor should be on bag right now. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-bum. Alright, let's open that up. I like that the camera like goes through the Emolga when you do that movement. There's Venipede 1. There's a Tangela. All right, we're good. That's something I've become like acutely aware of how many Pokemon spawn in like each set of grass as you're doing movement because of having to dodge everything so much. Just gonna go straight here. All right, special attack is good enough. We definitely go for both of the Muddy Waters on this fight. I would quote-unquote expect to hit the Slowpoke one, but not the Whirlipede. You know to watch for Snom, exactly, yeah. Like, what is it? Muddy Water versus Slowpoke is going to be either a 7 or a 9 out of 16. I guess it's actually worse than I thought. I thought it was a little bit better. And then the Muddy Water against Whirlipede is either a 4 or a 6. I didn't see what my actual special was yet. I think I saw 57, so it's going to be a 7 and 16 on the Slowpoke, but we'll try it. Cool. That's one of them. It is 57 to 60, so I'm exactly 28 IV. So this is a 6 and 16 that we missed. That's fine. Cool. Hitting one of those is better than hitting neither, so I will take that. All right, Spider. Realistically, do you think I should D-Max skip if I have the chance? Like, this should be a free 110. As long as everything goes standard. But I think I could record contend if I D-Max skip. The Abra is literally the reason I'm thinking of doing it. Slarn, thank you for the good luck. Specifically, the Abra is the reason I'm like, I could go for it. For anyone that doesn't know, Dynamax skip on Clara 3 involves hitting 4 straight Muddy Waters. And not getting quick drawed on the second turn of Slowpoke or Slowbro. So it's, I think someone cited the number 35% to work. If I'm in Torrent, I only need to hit 3. This is accurate. The bright side is I don't have any ranges. Like, my Sobble is good enough that I do not have any ranges. Shit. I thought there was longer in that cutscene. so many times. And what's funny is, like, it generally was the case that we weren't on the big screen. So, like, commentary's not catching it. It's just us. And we're just going to keep making fun of ourselves. The good thing about, like, mashing, something I noticed in this game, which it happens a lot in other games as well, but I never realized how much time, or how many times it happens in this game, is there are a lot of dialogue sequences that end when the camera hits a certain spot rather than when you clear a certain text box. And so, like, you can actually be, like, a little bit lazy on the text boxes. In some places. Not every place, obviously. Like here. It didn't matter how long I took to clear those first 3 text boxes because the camera had to pan all the way up first. Or, like... Yeah. But, like, the biggest noticeable offender of that is in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. In the Delta episode, there's a part where you literally stare at the camera panning for, like, 15 seconds. When, Mr. Devon Corp... I forget what his name is. I don't know what anyone's name is. Is that Mr. Stone? When he, is talking to you about something. Nice crit. Shit, I have to decide. Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Oh no. I was hoping the game wouldn't let me decide. Okay, 2 more. Maybe 1 more Muddy Water. Depends. Quick draw this first turn doesn't matter. Like, I think it's slower to get it, but it doesn't matter. Also, what's my HP and what's Torrent? I need to figure that out too. 71, so that'd be 23 is Torrent. Shit. That means it's over, doesn't it? I didn't even get knocked into Torrent. Alright. Oh well. No, not that one. G. Alright, let me... Hang on. Let me, okay, so copy this, paste a duplicate. So this one is on that. This one can be on that. All right, how does my live split look? Knocked into Torrent crit one shot would have been crazy. This is accurate. Okay. So now I want to... Actually, let me duplicate this scene. So that way I'm not messing with my normal scene. And then... let me add... hotkeys to switch speedruns 3. Show live split is going... No. Hide will be that button. Show will be that button. Show, hide. Okay. So now, this should be... look at that. Pro streamer. Yeah, the run hours being doubled kind of sucks. The thing I like about double live split is the early game consistent golds. Like, there's no reason my gold for Hop 2 is different in one category versus the other because I'm doing identical stuff. You know, that's why I like it. But the run hours being doubled does kind of suck. Like, even the fact that I posted my stats in the Discord and had to be like, actually 4 of these runs don't count. But, and then this still works. Yeah, all right, cool. Also, I will say, I am very surprised by the amount of people watching on YouTube right now. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the objectively better stream experience. Skibbity Rizmas, everyone. I hate that so much. That said, I did get a nice chuckle out of the Hop Tua that Etchy threw in chat. Listen. That's his name on his Discord. No shot. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. Nah, it was good when it was Walk 2 of the polls. That was my favorite. But the Hop Tua was pretty funny. Hello, cool YouTube chat. Nah, like I said, the YouTube chat, I'm not a chatter in general, like YouTube or Twitch. I don't think I've ever chatted on a YouTube stream, but the YouTube player is just so much better. Like the fact that it's like, oh, I missed something, or oh, I want to go back to the beginning of this run to watch on like 1.5 speed, and then I'll catch up to live eventually. Like that is so nice on YouTube compared to Twitch. On Twitch, you have to go to the past broadcast, and then it's missing the last 30 seconds, and then you have to refresh, and then sometimes it doesn't refresh for like 4 minutes. And yes, Amber, I agree. Sunday almost ruined it for me. I came out of Saturday like I'm going to grind this category until I have a great time in both. Maybe not record, but like a great time in both categories. And I left Sunday being like, I don't want to play this anymore. But day off yesterday was very nice, and I am excited to play. Two months too long, 2 days too short. Exactly. What's really funny is, and this is going to make zero sense, playing all of the Get and Don't Get Urshifu over the last 2 days or whatever it was, I guess 3 days at this point, makes me want to do the Scarlet Violet single story runs. Easy E, thank you for the 23 month. So happy holidays, Lady Ray. I hope you are doing well as well. Like the thing, I have done late gen Pokemon almost exclusively since when did I start running ORAS? Like 2016? Like I've done bits where I go back to like early gen, but for the most part, since I got my 3DS capture card in 2016, it has been almost exclusively late gen Pokemon. Late gen Pokemon is stupidly long. Like 3 hour minimum. Sorry, 2 hours and 50 minutes now for ORAS after the timing change. But like, there's something so refreshing about the fact that I got almost to the end of that last run. That last run almost finished. It was like 10 minutes away from finishing. And I died. And I just booted right back up. That is so nice. Alright, stop. There's a car alarm going on outside. The game that's going to be run on AGDQ on Saturday as a race. Exactly. I wouldn't say runs over 2 hours are cringe. Like, I thoroughly enjoy those runs. It's just, it is tough to get decently far in a 3 hour run and want to continue playing after that. I do think there are ads on YouTube. I had to set an ad frequency. I did balanced. I don't know. I have YouTube Premium, so I've actually never seen an ad in a YouTube live stream, so I don't know how intrusive they are. But if they are overly intrusive, please let me know, and I will adjust the settings. Probably not for today, but in general, I would. I spend a stupid amount of time on YouTube nowadays. Like, I'm less a Twitch watcher than I am a YouTube watcher nowadays. Raiko, thank you for the raid. Holy moly. Welcome in, gamers. Thank you for the good luck. Hope your stream went well. We are doing the Isle of Armor speedruns, which are... Isle of Armor is the first DLC that came out for Sword and Shield. There are 2 runs that we could do on any given attempt, and they are Get and Don't Get Urshifu. Essentially, the story of the Isle of Armor involves doing 3, what are they, tasks, challenges? I don't know what they are, but doing 3 things. And then you are gifted a Kubfu, which is a legendary Pokemon. And then what you're supposed to do is befriend Kubfu and take him up one of the 2 towers in the Isle of Armor. And by getting to the top of the tower, there are a bunch of fights along the way. There are 5 fights in the tower. By beating all 5 fights, you can evolve your Kubfu. The caveat is you have to only use Kubfu. You can't use any other Pokemon. So there is a second category that you can do, which is after you are gifted Kubfu, rather than befriending it and climbing the tower with just Kubfu, you can simply release the Kubfu. And once you've released the Kubfu, the game is like, you kind of suck. Why did you do that? But I guess we have to let you still beat the game. And then you are allowed to climb the tower with whatever Pokemon you have. You did not have to befriend the Kubfu or anything. So the 2 categories are aptly named Get Urshifu and Don't Get Urshifu. And there are about 10 minutes difference between the 2. But I don't have to decide which one I am doing until about 35 minutes into the game. So I actually am doing dual runs where I've got my Get Urshifu splits here and my Don't Get Urshifu splits here. And so I can switch between them. We just had a very good, actually, Don't Get Urshifu run die near the end. I took a calculated risk that did not pay off. So we are back at it. Thank you for the good luck, lady. Also, how's it going, Crack? Definite long time no see. I took a calculated risk, but I'm bad at math. Dude, So, one of my favorite YouTubers is Daniel Thrasher. And he put out a video a couple days ago, I think it was. It's about like social anxiety and stuff. It was like a skit about that. And there's a song, there's a part of the video where he's like driving to like a party, and a song is playing on the radio, and the song is like, it's hard to juggle emotions because the brain don't have any arms. And that has resonated so much with me. And I don't know why, but the calculated risk, but I'm bad at math thing just reminded me of that. Oh shit, not that. Oh, very nice. I am one of the, I feel like, few people in my circle that has not played Balatro. I've obviously heard incredible things about it. I've not played it myself. Oops, not what I wanted. All right, this Sobble's not amazing. This is a 10 to 17 neutral special. So this is almost certainly a get Urshifu run if we get that far. But this is also a absolutely reset for 2 catch, or a 2 encounter, rather. All right, 5 is good. I could guarantee 2 encounter by just getting Choodle. But I think if I see another Wooloo, I definitely encounter it. Nope. Alright, that's fine. Oh, actually, you know something I wonder with the whole double live split thing? I wonder what the run.gg says that I'm doing at the moment. It's cool that you could have a run that turns into another category. Yeah, it's actually really cool. One of the things, so I used to do a lot of, and I've actually been, believe it or not, I've actually been thinking about going back to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. And one of the things I used to do in that is you didn't have to, so the 2 main categories for ORAS within like a single game, because obviously like Omega Ruby is a category and Alpha Sapphire is a category. But within the same game, like Omega Ruby, you can either do any percent or you can do Elite Four round 2. And you really don't have to decide until like end game. But optimally, you want to decide about an hour in. And so that was another one where I would actually start and do runs of both. And if my run was good, I would do any percent. If my run was mediocre, I would do Elite Four round 2. So it's another one of those. I think runners were doing a similar thing for Fire Red, Leaf Green, between any percent in round 2. But there you have to decide a lot faster. You have to decide like once you're in Viridian Forest. So I want to say that was more based on the Squirtle stats. But I might be wrong. I don't run those games. I will not pretend to know the inner workings of the run. It thinks I'm doing don't get. It's probably because my don't get splits have been open longer. Thinks I'm doing let's go? What? That's weird. All right, don't forget to catch Choodle. Idiot. Hang on, what? All right, hold on. Let me open this and bring it over here. Wait, what's the story? It shows Tower of Two Fists for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's probably it. Huh. I'm trying to think, because that's the kind of thing I would do if I was, like, trying to remember to do stuff. Like, I need to grab the candy on this split, because I don't normally. I wonder if these are my kicked by Koga splits. Or something that it's pulling. It's 1C, that's what it is. Okay. So it's just pulling different splits for the store, like, but they're still from me. That's interesting. But the numbers, the split names are wrong, but the split numbers are the correct. Like, it knows that I'm 0.704 ahead of Don't Get, which is accurate. Interesting. Betas for a reason. Sandy? I hate that. Twitch chat didn't see that, but I can see it. A YouTube chatter by the name of C Sandy Beach says, "Do chickens say Baktua?" So now you're all subjected. Also, I'd like to point out, Sandy, that I saw that message and my YouTube concurrent viewers has been cut in half when I saw that message. So I don't know if that was your doing or nice. Wait, why, Spider? I completely forgot about that list. That is a great point. We need to do that. Oh, God. All right, I think one of those things that makes me personally incompatible with the run.gg is I tend to either use like blank splits or new split files or like shit like that a fair amount of the time. And so I would not be surprised if things get messed up. Oh, actually, I see why. It's because some of them have, like, some of my splits are older. Like, the AOP Pikachu run uses mount skips. It's based on variables. So it used mount skips, which none of the other categories have that as a variable. And then, but it was before turbo. So if I have a turbo one, then it would show up differently. And like, I've got a diploma no turbo and a diploma turbo. Also, my diploma run's not actually on here. Probably because I use a different split file. That's the other thing I noticed, is if you create a new split file of the same category, it doesn't overwrite the old one. So I created a new set of splits at some point for diploma, which didn't overwrite the old ones. Because that happened to my Get Urshifu. I manually uploaded my Don't Get and my Get Urshifu splits. And I actually had to delete my old Get Urshifu splits in order for my new ones to kick in. Yeah. I don't know. Because, like, I created 2 brand new split files for Barrier Blitz. Also, my 220 is not accurate for Detective Pikachu Returns. There's a bunch of stuff that I think is missing. I'm going to blame me for almost all of it and not the website, by the way, just for the record. Alright, I think I still have a chance of getting rollover traditional way. But I definitely need first ball for both Choodle and Slowpoke. Really? I'm like slightly terrified of my GDQ travel. Because my last 2 GDQ travels have not been the most stress-free. And the Northeast is getting snow. I think it's getting snow after I'm already there, but I am flying. All right, see you later, Sheep. Thanks for hopping by. Happy holidays to you. Hope you have a good one. I am not a comfortable driver, and we have 1 car. So I'm not taking the car away from Jess, who also has to come halfway through the week. But yeah, the major sucky thing about the travel to GDQ is there's no direct flights to Pittsburgh. Like, I have to lay over, which is so stupid, given it would be like an hour-and-a-half flight anyways. But yeah, any drive that's over an hour I consider long. Shout out to living in small states my whole life. Yeah. It was combined. Like both round trip. I want to say it was like 350 ish. Which is on the more expensive side for what I'm used to. The problem we have is it is reasonable for me to fly out of either Boston or Providence. Like, they're close enough together that getting to either is fine. The experience of flying out of Providence is leaps and bounds better than the experience flying out of Boston. And so we tend to pay a little bit more to fly out of Providence. I will consider it, Code. I don't know. I'm taking a lot of time off in January. Yeah, it's a smaller airport. It's also, like, getting to Logan involves going through tunnels, and it's, like, very stress-inducing. Whereas getting to the Providence airport is, like, get on the airport connector, and you're there. Like, it is a very straightforward experience in Providence, where it's probably straightforward if you do the Logan trip a lot, but we just don't. But I did have to pick. Jess took a trip a couple months ago, and I had to drop her off and pick her up at Logan, and it wasn't awful, but it's still not ideal. Yeah. The worst part was her flight got back at like midnight, and so it was all the tunnel driving and stuff in the middle of the night. But because I had done, like, it would be worse if it was the other way around. If I had to drop her off at midnight, it would have been worse, because at least I had already done it. I had done the trip like the week before, so it was like fresh, you know. P-Chat, thank you for the 8-month Prime sub. Get that Ursh. I will certainly give it a try. This is fully committed Get Urshifu run, by the way. I'm not going to close my don't get splits because I am probably just resetting anyways. The other problem I have, and this is going to sound very picky, I guess. And I understand how unreasonable this sounds, but I don't mind taking the T places. Like, I'm not... Public transport is amazing. I think it should be everywhere. But it is stressful if it's not something that you do all the time. However, I've done the T enough that I enjoy, like, no one enjoys it, but like, I'm fine with it. As someone who's an anxious traveler, like, I am okay taking the T places. The fact that the T doesn't go to Logan, instead it's the Silver Line, which the Silver Line is like a dude in a bus, not a train. Like, that's the rest of it. Makes me uncomfortable. Like, it's different than the rest of the T. All right, I have to beeline here if I want rollover. Yeah, exactly. Like, when I would go to PAX East every year, what I would generally do, because like I lived in Rhode Island when I first started going, is I would either drive up to Riverside and take the green line in, or up to Quincy and take the red line in. And in like the first couple years of PAX East, they would give you, like, along with your badge, you would get an MBTA card. Like, it was actually really nice. I don't think they do that anymore. Like, I had a Charlie card because of that. Now, we were pausing for the date rollover. So the 3545 in my split name, that is the time, roughly, that the date rolls from the 1st to the 2nd. And the item respawns there. But you have to wait until the item has respawned, or the date has rolled over before you go into Pokemon Camp. So I have to wait until 46, roughly. Which is Green Line's a C minus, which is really good. Yeah, Green Line wasn't so bad. The nice thing, I think the reason why we stuck with the Green Line for as long as we did was the very first PAX East was the first time I had to do any of this like the T stuff. And it was at the Heinz. It wasn't at the BCEC like it is now. The event was at the Heinz Convention Center, which is literally a Green Line stop. So it was like perfect. And then I think after the first year, it moved to the BCEC, which is where it is now. Which meant the red line's better because the red line goes through South Station. But we still took the Green Line because the hotel I would stay at was right off the Green Line. And so it would be like off the Green Line, and then it was like a 20-minute walk, I think it was, to get to the convention center. But now the group I go with, or I haven't gone in the last couple of years, but the group I go with generally gets an Airbnb now, like next to or near the BCEC, so it would 100% be better to take the red line in. Wait. Yes, I used the USB keyboard just for the name. Okay, listen. It's plugged in because of the catch-em-all, where I have to type in, like, nicknames of people who sub. Which I will get back to catch-em-all eventually. I don't know when, but I will. But It's already plugged in, so I figured why not. It gets me into the game faster. But yeah. But yeah, in general, it's just one of those things, like, I don't live in the city. Like, I very much live in an area that if you do not have a car, you cannot function, essentially. So any sort of reliance on public transit is... Obviously, I think it's ideal. I think public transit is a very good thing. I wish more places had it. I wish it was easier in general to get around places. But that is not what I am used to. And so any sort of, like a good example is 2023. So last year's SGDQ, somebody offered to come and get me from the airport and take the light rail from the airport in Minneapolis to the stop that the GDQ hotel was on. Like, I'm very much the kind of person who is comfortable doing something with somebody else, but doing something like that by myself is terrifying. Like, last year's AGDQ, I rode the bus from the airport to the hotel, and I was glued to the instructions that Stump had posted on Twitter the entire time, because I, like, just don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, absolutely. But, like, it's enough to the point where, like, even though there is a bus that goes from the airport to, like, next to the Winden, which is where AGDQ is, I will probably take an Uber, just because it is less stressful. And less anxiety inducing for me. Unless somebody else happens to be, like, landing at the same time and we can, like, do the process together, I'll probably just take an Uber. That and the fact that, like, I felt bad because the bus was absolutely crammed, but, like, I had a big checked bag, you know? So, like, I was taking up 2 spaces, and it's just a whole flipping thing. Are you getting in Friday or Saturday, Spider? Saturday? Damn. I was going to see if we were landing at the same time. Although, last year I was going, or this past SGDQ, I was landing at the same time as people. And then my flight got delayed. And then I was landing at the same time as different people. So I was going to hitch a ride with different people. And then my flight continued to get delayed. Then I got there 8 hours later than I was supposed to. I did not know that, Sandy. GDQs are very fun. I definitely recommend them at least once if you are a speedrun enjoyer or speedrunner in general. Dude, the elevator at the Wyndon, if it's anything like last year, it is worse than the SGDQ hotel, if you can believe it. That said, the skip we found for the elevator was pretty cool. I'm very excited that I left my mark on the hotel. By finding that. Yeah, so I'd feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for like finding it or whatever, but like by the end, like everyone, including staff, were doing it, so it's fine. Basically what would happen, so it was one of those hotels where you have to scan a room key to get up to certain floors. But if you're going down, like you're going to floor 1, 2, or 3, those are public floors, so anyone's allowed to go to those. If you hit the button for the floor that you need to go to and the button for a floor that is public, both will register. Regardless of if you have scanned your card. So what people would do is get on at floor 2, hit the 2 that you're already on, and to like 20, and you'd be able to go up to 20. I figured it out by accident. Somebody else hit a button at the same time I hit one, and it worked for them. And I was like, wait a sec. I think I know what's happening here. And then the next time I was in an elevator, I tried it and it worked. And then I shared it with like one person, and by the end of the day, I was seeing people do it. And I was like, what the hell? That was probably why they were very slow, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Also, I just saw Sandy's last message in the YouTube chat. Rhythm game cabinets, I am so excited for. I have been waiting for so long. Since last event. Oh, I didn't even realize my splits were still going. That's why you're saying that. I definitely started my timer early. That's fine. This one, I think, if I remember right, there was a staircase that was accessible. It's just like, I was on floor like 18 or something. If I'm anything below floor like 10, I'll happily, not happily, but I will take the stairs in some cases. I tend to walk up the stairs at work. I work on the 4th floor. I don't take the stairs usually when I first get in, but I'll go down to the cafeteria for like hot tea. So I'll generally do that. I am not volunteering this year, funny enough, because of the production stuff. I'm not gonna have to balance that this time around. So true. Dang it. Also, another thing that I haven't had to do a run that involves date time stuff in so long. I've gotten very much into the habit of closing the game with Y instead of X, which by doing Y, it brings up the change user menu, which is like faster if you're just going to get right back into the game. But I've had to break that muscle memory, which I'm still doing every now and then. But I have to actually close the game so I can go to the date stuff. What time am I landing? That is an excellent question. I don't remember what email I used. See, this is the shit that bugs me. I'm going Providence to Charlotte. Charlotte to Pittsburgh. I land at like 4:30, so probably a bit too late. But we could definitely play it by ear. That would be very nice. Yeah, taking American. I'm telling you, there was between... I mean, we're doing Providence because Providence is easier, but even with Boston, I could not find a direct flight to Pittsburgh. All right, cool. That is very nice, Spider, yeah. Interesting, Greta. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be in touch with the two of you to see if the timing works out. If it doesn't, obviously, I wouldn't ask anyone to wait super long. But if the timing works out, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's flying through Philly is what I did last year. Which that was the funny story of... One second, let me do options. I messed up the cursor. I need to remember that in 20 minutes. But yeah, last year I had a layover in Philadelphia. And so my flights to get to Pittsburgh were Boston to Philly, Philly to Philly, Philly to Pittsburgh. Yeah. I did have all kinds of travel issues last year. Yeah. What had happened was, which I got lucky. There were like Helix and Keys and a ton of people got stuck in Detroit. I don't know if everyone remembers that from last year, but there were so many snowstorms and stuff. And there was like legitimate like 20-hour delays and stuff. But yeah, what had happened was I flew Boston. It was either Boston or Providence, I don't remember, to Philly. And then the Philly flight, it's like a 45-minute flight from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. It's like the dumbest thing, but obviously I'm only doing what I'm told. And we're like 30 minutes in to this 45-minute flight. And the pilot comes on the intercom and is like, so, bad news. We've been told we have to turn around. We don't know why. We'll be back in Philadelphia in 30 minutes. We'll let you know when we have more information. That was the messaging to all of the passengers. So we're all sitting here like, I don't know. Like, is there an issue in Pittsburgh? Is there an issue with our plane? Is there an issue? Like, we had no idea what was going on. It turned out that there was some mechanical issue with the plane that they wanted to turn around rather than land in Pittsburgh because they were not equipped to handle the issue in Pittsburgh. But they were able to handle it in Philadelphia. So, like, before we landed back in Philly, they explained the situation. We're like, out of an abundance of caution, we had to turn around and, like, things are fine, but they wanted us to turn around. So it was like, all right, fine. And then it took like 45 minutes. They gave us a new plane and we were good to go. The funny part about the whole thing was obviously a lot of confused passengers, right? No one knew what was going on. Everyone's a little bit stressed out. People like were missing stuff that they had planned, whatever. And so they're like, go to gate, I don't know, B42. And the gate agent there will explain what to do next. So we're like, all right, cool. So this group of, I don't know, how many people fit on a plane? Like 80, 100? I don't know. 80 people marching up to this poor lady at the gate, had no idea what was happening. So we're all just standing there like, hey, what are we doing? Like, how long until the plane comes? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't know who you are. Like, no one told her what was happening. So it took like 10 minutes and then she was like, all right, here's the situation. We're getting a plane. We have to de-ice it, all this shit. But it was like, oh my God. Yeah, he kept... That was the thing. Like, the pilot kept saying, like, abundance of caution. It was, like, an annoying phrase by the end of the day. Yeah, I think we're supposed to get hit around here pretty hard on the 5th, which is the Sunday. Which we're going to have to pay somebody to come and clear out the snow while we're gone. Yeah. You could tell from the first messaging, like, with him being like, we don't know why we have to turn around, like, that he was annoyed and didn't want to, but, like, was told he had to. It ruined the pilot's PB. I've generally been fairly lucky on flights not taking a long time. Like, obviously, getting onto the plane and delays and all that stuff happened. That was 6 damage with no crit. All right, minus defense solve will go off. But we had a flight once that left on time. Like, nothing extraordinary about... Like, we didn't leave early or anything. It was just a straight-up on-time flight. We had to wait 45 minutes on the tarmac for the... Like, we got there so early, we had to wait 45 minutes for our gate to clear. Like, we were there just way too early. The flight took so much less time than it was supposed to. Shout out to the Torrent Turn 2. This doesn't happen very often. $29? Damn it! It was still gold. That's like my 5th or 6th 930 gold. Nine, 8, 13, 10, 13. Ten, 9, 14, 11, 14, plus 2, plus 1, plus 0, plus 1. Oh, wait. This should be a 15, not a 14. That's 16. Okay. So yeah, definitely minus defense. Could be plus special or plus speed. So I'm going to keep tracking both. Has anyone ever gotten a shuffle skip on these stupid encounters? I try every run to line myself up with the encounter spot, and I never have once completely shuffle skipped. Well, okay, I don't go for this one. This one is silly to go for. I don't even know if it's a thing. So I'm like going for it, but it doesn't do anything. I'm pretty sure you can't. All right, decent sobble though. Hey, we could flex on mom this run. Is sub 16 flex on mom even possible with ever since 1.0 or 1.2 or whatever? Well, I guess with airplane mode it probably is. I just realized, is my Wi-Fi still on? Because I had to re-download the game. I don't know if I ever turned my Wi-Fi off. Whoops. Four turn, no crit. I can't believe it took me like 5 years to realize that my gold on my Sobble or my Excadrill run for Hop 1, the 926, just two-shot the Wooloo. I was thinking like some weird loading, whatever happened. I like timed everything, and then I got to the hop fight, and I was like, oh, wait. If I'm getting a 930, I'm on airplane. Okay. Good, good, good. All right, let's see if the Wooloos are out in full force. This Sobble's decent enough. I think I will take a 3 encounter. But obviously would much prefer a 2. Okay. I don't know that it saves that much time, Jordan. Over the whole run. But certainly in small chunks, it's getting close, yeah. I forgot to screenshot that. No kidding, Spider. I'm actually pissed about the amount of Wooloos I'm seeing today versus this weekend. Like, actually upset about it. See you later, Sandy. Honestly, someone should just test the bag open. Because that was the big thing with... Or that we noticed. There were other load changes as well. But the big one was the bag open close being like a half a second. All right. Level 18. Not level 18, level 8. Okay. So 18, 13, 18, 10, 12. And then +1, +1, +1, +1, +2. Okay. We have another Hasty Sobble. The last one we had was Hasty. If only. Alright, so yeah, this Sobble, 23 to 26 neutral special. Hasty, 9 to 19 defense. So a little on the low defense side, but... This is another one, if everything is perfect and I get double M, I might take... Don't get. But I'm kind of feeling an XL today on this run. So we'll see. Also, it is amazing how much better it feels going into this route. when you don't have to catch anything still. Like, I don't have to encounter Squovit or catch Choodle or anything, and I feel on top of the world. I obviously still need to catch Slowpoke, but, like, this is basically a guaranteed CT visit, which feels good. Now that I said that, I'm going to get a 7 breakout Slowpoke, but, like... Wasn't there somebody else who wasn't seeing much better loads? It also could just be your Switch, yeah. The fact that Spider has been seeing so much improvement with the new Switch is concerning to me. Because I was always fully on board with, like, all Switches are the same. Because for me, all of my Switches do feel the same. Like, the 2 Switches I've used for runs have felt almost identical. That's fantastic. Because I'm going to get knocked for at least 2 by the Blip Bug, which will put me down to 10 out of 27. And then I have minus defense, so I should be taking 3 per quick attack. So I'm actually in danger of dying on this fight. Probably. More so than others, but I should also get all the torrent hits in, which feels good. Oh no, my drink is gone. I posted on Blue Sky, but damn, my special defense apparently is not that... No, my special defense is decent. Why did I take 4? Blue Hippie, thank you for the 18 months. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're doing well. But no, I posted on Blue Sky, but the Barrier Blitz made me feel a lot better about my current standing in speedrunning. I've definitely lately felt like I have regressed, but the fact that I was still top 5 made me feel pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, to be fair, Greta, you did have a lot of unfortunate IRL timing stuff. With the meeting midday and then having to leave for other stuff. Like, even if you had all the time, like, it breaks the flow of sitting there. So I think you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. Switch 2 will fix everything. I honestly wonder if it's going to fix anything. There's part of me that's like, surely it'll fix Scarlet Violet. But then there's another part of me that's like, maybe it'll make the other games feel faster. But then there's another part of me that's like, will it? Fuck. I don't think it'll be worse. I think worse is a stretch. But I don't think it'll be that much better. I think if any game is going to perform better, it's Scarlet Violet. It's weird to me that it's only one game, Spider. Like, how is this a thing only in one game? That's the weird part to me. Because there are things that are the same across games too, right? Like engine-related things. Things like date rollover being the same in Let's Go and in Sword and Shield. But it's like, I don't know. What a weird hop split. Yeah, Vidya. So we have found, when we say faster, we're talking about like maybe a minute over a 4-hour run. Like, this is not substantial time save. But it's one of those things like, why not do it? If you have your Switch on airplane mode with Wi-Fi disabled, as well as having your Joy-Cons not attached to the Switch. You don't have to be using the Joy-Cons. They just have to be not physically attached to the Switch. And those two things combined seem to be the fastest way to play this game in particular. And no other Pokemon game. Controller upside down, got it. No, it's yeah, it's bizarre. And then the other things that we were testing were like, so this all started from the Japanese community. We're doing some timings. It was like, wait a second. But another one of the variables that was timed and was not found to be conclusive one way or the other was having an SD card in. Like, it's faster for the game to be downloaded and on the system memory, not on an SD card. An SD card is almost as bad as having it a physical version on cartridge. So having it downloaded on system memory is faster, but having an SD card inserted at all was one of the variables that was tested. And for a little bit, it was found that it was overall faster to have it removed, but I think that has since been debunked. The game's optimal setups, yeah. It's less about like us seeking these things out. It's more about being like, wait a second, why is this person getting faster times for this split than I am? And then you find the different variables and go, aha, that makes sense. Whoops. Not to or from Wedgehurst. Hello, sheep. Guess who remembered my cursor was not in the right spot 20 minutes later, like I said. Damn, a 24:12 with all of my experience is actually a really good hop time. Did I manage to finish a run? No. I don't know if you left before or after the run died to Clara 3, but we did have a run that made it to Clara 3, and I went for Dynamax skip, and it failed. You did? Okay. Yeah, I haven't finished a run since then. We've made it to Crown Tundra one other time, and I just got double smalls. But I'm only going to be taking XLs if I'm doing Get Urshifu anyways, so. This is another run I think I flex. I think I, assuming Slowpoke goes well, I basically need the run to be good enough that I can do standard movement and get double like the rollover candy. If my run is bad enough that I can't do normal movement and get rollover, then I should be committing to Get Urshifu, I think. No, Jordan. It's still hit 4 Muddy Waters and don't get quick drawed on that last turn. Couldn't you max after missing the first? You could, but it would still be a 2-hit, and so I'd still have the chance of dying if I got quick drawed. That's probably what I should have done. Realistically. Like, what I did would never have worked. What I was trying to do was go for Muddy Water, get the accuracy drop, and then she'll miss. But I forgot Dynamax moves don't miss. So, I was doing a strategy that would never have worked. So in hindsight, yes, I should have maxed. Still gone for the 2-shot, but I probably would have survived the turn. Trash game. Cool. I don't know if my timing is going to work. There's a chance it does. We'll see. I need to be moving after... My Peony split has to be a 34 flat or better. Basically. For me to have a chance of rollover with normal movement. Oh, I think I have plenty of time. Hi, T-Pat. Somebody, is it Brownies, was doing, what's it called? GST and Mochi Mayhem runs. Mochi Mayhem. Like one single run of the two, which I think is kind of interesting. Weekend was very fun. T-Pat. I did get PBs in both categories. I did not get an XL. 5 people did. 6 people? So I think Truly had an XL run, but it didn't finish. So I think it was 6 XLs over the course of the weekend. Both records were broken. There was a time Headbob had both records, and then by the end, he had neither, which I thought was unfortunate for him. Yeah, that sounds about right, Greta. And let me tell you, it was not for lack of trying on any of our parts. Yeah, Amber got sub 120. Headbob did as well, but after Amber did. All right, I got about 7 seconds to spare. The barrier is blitzed, yes. Pirju had the worst luck over the course of the weekend, I think, of all the runners. There was just some absolutely brutal shit that happened. I didn't see the snom, but it was not where I was walking, so. Oh, I should have turned around and done Don't Get. I'm only 12 seconds ahead of Don't Get. I think this is fine. Because if this is an XL, this is actually a fantastic time. I only had 2 unrunnable Sobbles the entire day 1. I got extremely lucky with Sobbles day 1, and very unlucky with Sobbles day 2. So it ended up balancing out. All right, 2 chances at the candy. Let us see, let us see. I see that X and I get so happy. And then it's an S. This game is stupid. This game is so dumb. I'm letting the time roll over, and then I open the menu to camp. All right. I'm going to do one more runnable Sobble, and then I will call it. Yeah, if you let the date roll over, you can enter Pokemon Camp. So there's 2 things you can do. I should have stayed there. Here, for T-Pat's sake, I will show this. I believe this is a GST file I could show. But yeah, I'll show you T-Pat. So there's 2 things you can do. Yeah, this is natural rollover. So if you go to Warden Candy, if that was an XL, I was going to lose my mind, by the way. You can either wait for the date to roll over. Once it's rolled over, you go into camp, you exit camp, and then you try again. Or if you have enough time, I'm doing it like if I've got like 20 seconds to wait, then what you can do is run down here. Oh, Sonia. Hold on. She wouldn't be here. This isn't a thing. All right. And then you run over here, and there's a couple of items here. This is a guaranteed medium. This is an RNG item. But then when you go back, because you have left the area, the date rollover goes into effect, and the item will be there again. Basically. And then the item would be here. I think all you have to do is leave the area. I think if you... I saw Headbob run through the grass and turn around and run back, and it was enough. But yeah, this cutscene exists because I've beaten all of the stories. I've beaten Isle of Armor. I've beaten... This is a GST file, so... As long as the time rolls over while you're on the other side of the grass. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, the two ways you can do it. The way that a lot of us have been doing it, obviously because we were being pretty strict with the times that we got because we were doing so many resets, was set the time to 11:24. Immediately get into the game and start ASAP. And then 35:45 is the rollover time. Which is... I had basically a perfect up through hop 2, and I had a breakout on Slowpoke, and I was still waiting 10 seconds. So if you're... if you have like a good run, you should be there in time for rollover. If you... The other thing you can do is set it to like a minute earlier and wait like 40 seconds. But especially for Barrier Blitz, like that 40 seconds of waiting was like not worth it a lot of the time. I should have grabbed a drink. I actually have time during the cutscene. Yeah, I'm going to do one more runnable solvable, like I said. And we'll call it here. And yeah, I'm going to try to be streaming this a lot more. Until I have like a... I want a 110 and I want a 120 in the two categories. So this is my new speedrun grind. I haven't grinded a speedrun in a while. Level 4 Wooloo is such a scam. It's so bad. I'm back. Look at that timing. I only got up to get a drink, but I was like, I got time to pee. I almost did not have time. Well, autosave staying on this run. And I also didn't close the menu. A water bike setup? I was thinking during the event, I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to get water bike. Alright, only lost like a second, that's fine. I never had a chance, Spider. You need like good speed for Tower of Waters, right? I don't know. I haven't gotten to that part of the thing. Yeah. Code, it's funny because like that's one of the only like I'm perfectly okay with etiquette because that is the name. Edda is fine too. I do not like when people say Ed. I'm like, that's not right. So not only is it not my actual name, but it's also a shortened version of my username that I am not a fan of. His online nickname. But yeah, Edda's a fine one. I just closed all my screenshots from the last couple runs, and it defaulted back to my profile on the run.gg. I just realized, apparently my BDSP splits say they're 111, which is not true, and physical, which is not true. That's the case for my any percent runs. I've also played 122 hours of BDSP. I don't know how to feel about that. $141. That's not even the... Those aren't even my Scarlet Violet splits. 141 hours of Scarlet Violet is like 140 too many. Did I ever finish my casual BDSP run? No! Absolutely not. It's still sitting there. I think I've beaten Wagner now. Every now and then I'm like, I should go back and play this. And I start playing it. I'm like, meh. Matic, thank you for the good luck. Happy holidays to you as well. But yeah, next runnable sub will be my last. We actually have lunch coming, which is nice. Good luck to you as well, Sheep. You have a wonderful rest of your day. That's not a crit. Okay, good. My Let's Go, I don't have like a good comprehensive set of Let's Go splits. I really wish I did, because Let's Go is easily the game I've done the most of, and it'd be fun to see how much I have grinded it. I did get that screenshot off. I did a lot of Let's Go in 2019. That was when I got the 302. That was GDQ. I was doing a lot of dumb sub-goal type things. What did I get for Christmas? I don't know. We're doing Christmas on Saturday. So I will find out then. Interesting. Across my entire speedrunning career, it is probably Let's Go first, Oras second, and then I would say Blue Catch 'Em All would be third, and then Sword and Shield is probably up there. Sword and Shield might be in the top 3, because with Sword and Shield is the only game I've ever just completed runs to complete runs rather than going for a PB. Like, the amount of any percent with DLC that I just did because it was interesting, like it was a new Pokemon I haven't done before, like without having a chance of PB. That's like not something I would do in other games. So my Sword and Shield time is probably inflated because of that. Scarlet Violet is probably up there ahead of BDSP for sure. BDSP would be ahead of Legends for sure. Red Glitchless might be decently high, just because that's what I did a lot of my first year of speedrunning. Similar with like no save corruption. I never was big into Gen 2 runs. I did them, but I was never like a grinder. Never was big into Gen 3. Gen 4 I did a little bit, but not much. 5 I did almost none. XY is definitely not. XY is probably the similar boat as like Diamond Pearl with the amount of runs I did. Gen 7 doesn't exist. Yeah. Switch Catch 'Em All. Lunch will be here. We'll reassess. I might be done. Should I then? Switch Catch 'Em All, I kind of want to, like, I don't want to actually restart the challenge, but I would love to do again. Because I've learned so much since starting it. that I would love to apply to another attempt. Similarly, I need to get back to Kitakami AOP stuff. That I was so enthused by Kitakami AOP for like that first week of December, and then I've just not touched it since. What'll happen to Jeff? Jeff will exist forever. Don't worry. Notes. But no, there's a lot of really cool ideas with Kitakami AOP that I just need to revisit. Like, it's one of those things that seems fun enough that I'm actually down to, like, do a scuffed, not unrouted, but a scuffed, like, loosely routed run, and then do a second time that, like, counts, you know? But we're doing Christmas on Saturday. If I feel up to it, I'm not committing to anything, but maybe I'll try to do a scuffed run of it on Sunday. Because it's not going to be that long. It's going to be like 7 hours or so. I say not that long, but like it's usually one of those things where we like, it's long enough I need a day for it, but it's not gonna break my sleep schedule or something. I got watts for that, man. That's the first one of those I've had all weekend. Man. Secret strat to use them as quick balls. That's funny. It would be day 0. It wouldn't be day 1. It'd be day 0. I actually don't know. Let's watt. Whoops. Keyboard, please. TRAD. Dude, that's all one hand. I didn't even have to cross. The word watt trader is all left-handed. That's awesome. It would be ball. Wait, where's the balls? Oh. It's a net ball. It would be a net ball, day 0. Yeah, you'd have to walk into the train station, walk out, buy the ball, walk back in, go to Wedgehurst, I think. Man, if the first one was nest ball, it would go so hard. Actually, yeah, if it was a regular Slowpoke, that would work really well. Why couldn't it be water poison instead of psychic poison? Why couldn't they have kept the water part? I was about to say that, Spider, yeah. If Avery was water instead of psychic, it would be Groupie Central. Oh, that's true. This is the worst grass. Oh my god. Alright, level 9. We got 12, 12, 19. So I am plus special. Either minus defense or attack. But yeah, plus special 10 to 15. If I'm minus defense, I have high IV. That's a good crit. That wasn't a crit. All right, that was a good high roll. Oh my god, I just realized how much better if I'm streaming on YouTube, I can just go back in the VOD so fast if I miss stats or something. This is a game changer. I like basically don't have to ever pay attention. This is awesome. I did that once during Barrier Blitz. Usually I try to catch it on, like if I have if I have the stream open, I'll try to catch it, or like I have on my dashboard the little preview. I'll try to catch it on the second go round. But I accidentally, during Blitz, I accidentally reset my timer on a run. And so I tried my best to start it back up at the right spot, and I did not get close. I was like 20 seconds off. Yeah, I mean, that's the correct thing to do, Greta. What I'm saying is very try-hard. Oh, But it'd be good for, like, if I ever do PLA runs, the thing that Hulk does, I'm assuming other people do too, I just know Hulk does, where he scrolls through all the research at the end and then does the replay buffer. I just wouldn't need the replay buffer. I could just look at the VOD. I need to KO a Squovit, and then I am good on experience. So probably the best case. I mean, other than obviously being done with experience, this is the best case post hop 2. No Choodle. Just kill a squirrel. I'm an idiot. I was just thinking, I was like, man, if we delayed this until 12, that'd be sick because we'd have Water Pulse and probably one shot. The whole point of doing this is so we hit 12. Rookity, what are you doing? Exactly. I sat in this chair so much this weekend. Morning, Grizzly. Perfect raid den setup. Disregard the fact that I'm already level 12. Man, other than the fact that you waste the candy, being 12 for the hotel fight sounds really nice. Yeah. I mean, that was why Onyx strats were appealing. Man, do you all remember early on swish routing? The save and reload to kill a Carcole in Gallermine? You started after that? Yeah. That was a funny one. Just hit it. Yeah. I think if you hit it naturally, if you're on Sobble and you hit it naturally, you should KO, I think. Rather than just running away. Because I think it gives you earlier Drizzile, which is nice. Very cool. All right, we will do don't get again if we get double M's. Oh my god, because of the stupid watts. All right, I feel way less good about doing. I mean, doing a don't get run from here is still fine, but that sucks. That I wasted all that time there. Yeah, I don't think I've ever hit the Carcole. I've certainly tried a few times. A lot of times I will, like, especially on like a any percent with DLC, I'll hold back a little bit. Actually, 1 second, chat. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, depending on my actual peony split, but I believe what I'm going to plan to do this run is grab the 2 candies early, the guaranteed M and the 59% M. If I have double M's, I will do a don't get run. This Sobble is decent enough that I think that is worthwhile. And the time is good. And but if we don't get double M's, I'll go for the XL. And then regardless, this is the last run of the day. So I will either be streaming for another 40 minutes or another like 6. Dynam, did you see that I got missed by high horsepower? I didn't know it had high horsepower. Yeah, all right, we definitely do it. Yeah, it was my final run. I had Choodle breakout once. I had Slowpoke breakout 7 times. Then I got missed by high horsepower. Me deleting my game was warranted. It was funny. During the Slowpoke breakouts, I literally Googled how to delete a game off your Switch so that way I could do it fast while I was still on the big screen. All right, there's Cryogonal. All right, I got the rare, so we're definitely doing a get Urshifu run. Well, we'll see. All right, let's see. We have 2 chances. Once again, each chance is a 5%, or each time is a 5% chance of getting the XL. So combined, it's like what, 87%, something like that. Closer to 90, maybe 88. I don't know. It's a number. Hi, Sandy. I actually have enough time. I think what I'll do is I'll run down, grab the M, and come back. I'm not going to do that anymore because I just got an M. So I will wait. Shocker. Do the twirl. There we go. I forgot that you do the Leon stance in this game. I was expecting the little wobble that the character does in Scarlet Violet. All right. Well, GG's. That was a unsuccessful set of runs, but I had fun, so I guess that's what really matters. But yeah, I'm going to head out for the day. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope everyone has a happy holidays. Happy and safe holiday week. If you're new to the stream, either on Twitch or YouTube, I recommend follow / subscribing so you can catch more. I'm gonna plan to do more of these dual streams here. Because I think that was fun. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid into Josh. Josh is doing, I believe Josh does like a yearly Pokemon Christmas version playthrough. So it's like a little bit of a Gen 2 ROM hack that is a good time. So go ahead and watch Josh. I will be back probably after Christmas. I mean, technically I'm not doing anything tomorrow, so like could stream tomorrow, but probably not realistically. But maybe like Thursday or Friday after work, and I'll do some more runs. So take care, everyone, and I will catch you all later. Bye.